Perfect time to crack this open. Why? Cheers. Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Gianna Lian and today I'm bringing back another TBR video, but this time there's no TBR jar. There's no me just picking them and telling you guys what I'm gonna read. I decided to take this idea from Sarah Crowley, one of my favorite booktubers ever. Go watch her. She's an icon. Absolutely love her. She started this idea where she posted Instagram stories with a bunch of different books blindly with emojis correlating to the books and stuff like that. But then she adds a poll on top so you guys can choose what book you want to pick based on like the emojis and stuff. But really we don't know what books are under there. So I love this idea. I wanted to do it myself this month. So full inspo goes to Sarah Crowley. Absolutely love her. So that's our TBR video for this month. Wanted to do something a little bit different and seems like you guys enjoyed picking them. So it has been 24 hours since I posted everything and we're just gonna go through with them. I think there's a total of 7 books that ended up being chosen, so that's perfect because that's how many I normally put on my TBR every month. So let's just get started and see what books were actually under there. So the first screenshot that I showed you guys was this one, and I'll kind of explain a little bit of the emojis. Some of them I thought that I correlated to the book a little bit, but other ones I didn't know what to put for them, so I know they're probably not accurate if you've read the book, so I'm sorry, but I don't know. I just thought the emojis looked cool with the book, you know? So the one on the left with the bow, the microphone, and like the laughing face emoji, that book was actually Romantic Comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld. I've had it since it literally released. I remember going the day it released to go get this book and I still haven't read it. I don't know why I was so excited about it and then just never read it. So this is the book on the left side, and I don't know, like the pink cover, Romantic Comedy with the microphone, laughing face emoji, you know, maybe it could work. I don't know. And then the book on the right showed a family, a gravestone, and an axe, and that book was Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson. This book just seems so intriguing, guys, and I know this is a repeat for my TBR videos. This book's been on it a few times, so I wanted to give it one last chance, see what like you guys might pick, you know. But I don't know, there's like an axe on the cover and obviously like the family emoji with a gravestone because obviously there's gonna be some violence in this book. But out of the 2 books, I was actually surprised about this one. You guys did end up choosing a Romantic Comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld with 56% choosing this one and 44% choosing the other one, which I was genuinely surprised, but I'm always up for like hopefully a lighthearted, funny romance from the title. I don't know. I think it basically just is about a comedian meets like a famous pop star that has like a reputation. Seems like it's just gonna be like kind of opposites attract, you know. Lots of drama, I'm hoping, and I don't know, I've heard decent things about this. It's definitely hit or miss. I know a few of my favorite booktubers, they didn't really enjoy this book, so that kind of makes me nervous, but I feel like I should just give it a try, right? You know, just give it a go. This is the first book that you guys chose to be on my TBR for February. The second photo that I posted on my Instagram story, we have 2 books and they're kind of like under like the same topic. They're more serious books. On the left, I put the diamond emoji, the paper emoji, and kind of like the sad eyes. I didn't really know what to put for both of these books, to be honest. But that book was The Woman in Me by Britney Spears, her memoir. I got this for Christmas and I've been wanting to read it ever since. So I thought to just add it in, you know, see if you guys would even think that I would like put a book like this in here. So I don't know. The diamond emoji kind of reminded me of Britney Spears for some reason. The paper emoji, I was trying to tell you guys it was a memoir, but I think maybe that idea was just better in my head. And then the sad emoji, because obviously like Britney goes through some hardships and stuff, so I wanted to like make it kind of like seem like a sad book. Then the one on the right is the girl meditating, some money, and a brain. I did not know what to put for this one, you guys. But the book was Atomic Habits by James Clear. This is probably one of the first books that I had on my physical TBR when I started getting back into reading, and I just keep pushing it off. I feel like it's a book that I definitely want to like read over time, you know, like while I'm reading other books, if that makes sense. So I think that's why I never ended up reading this. But the one that won was Atomic Habits with 56% and The Woman in Me being 44%. So this one was a little bit closer. I kind of had a feeling you guys were gonna pick this. I mean, the emojis kind of like stood out a little bit more, but I'm so excited to read this. Like I said, it's been on my TBR for so long and I feel like I could really learn a lot from it. A few of the other people close to me that I know have read this book and they said it was like super beneficial. They really enjoyed it. Plus, I have kind of made it a goal for me to kind of read at least one serious book every single month because I love fiction. Don't get me wrong, I definitely read a lot of it, but I feel like I could utilize my reading reading time a little bit more and throw in at least like one self-help or memoir or like success book. We'll just have to see. This is our second book that you guys chose for my February TBR. The next photo that I showed you guys, these emojis were pretty fun. So on the left we have, I tried to go for a daisy flower. I looked up what a daisy flower looks like and this one looks similar. So hopefully that got across to you guys, but it's supposed to be a daisy emoji. Hint, hint. Some dancing girls because there was no like model emoji. And so then I put the heel to like kind of emphasize that. I don't know if it actually worked. But if you guys couldn't tell, the book was Hot House Flower by Krista and Becca Ritchie. If you guys watched my last haul, you guys would just assume that this was automatically going to be a possibility on my TBR for February because this is my most anticipated read right now and I've been dying to read it, so I had to put it on there, let's be honest. And then the second one, I had no idea what to put for this one, like at all. I put the green heart emoji because of the cover, the phone because it's like based on like society, the influencer world, and then the pink heart was obviously for the cover as well. It was Under the Influence by Noelle Crooks. This is her debut novel actually. I was watching a few TikToks and stuff about this author and she's so sweet and this is her first ever novel, so I'm so happy I get to experience this and it's fairly new as well. I've had my eye on this book for so long, so we have two very good books that I really desperately want to read. But of course, Hot House Flower won. When I tell you, when I was screenshotting these results for this video, I internally screamed. I was so excited that this was the one that won, so now I officially can read it. I mean, I probably was gonna read it anyways even if the other book won, but now I don't feel as bad about reading it if it wasn't on my TBR this month, you know? So this one won with 58% and Under the Influence won with 42%. So this one wasn't super close, but I'm not mad about it. This is Reich and Daisy's book from the Addicted / Calloway Sisters series. I'm slowly working my way through it and I think I've kind of stuck to my goal of reading one book in the series a month so then I can pace myself. So this is our third pick. I think I got the next one pretty spot on, especially for one of them. You guys will have to let me know down below in the comments if you were thinking the same thing, if you participated in the votes. Okay, so the book on the left has the spice emoji, the skiing emoji, and the heart emoji. And that book was Twisted Hate by Anna Huang. I don't know, I feel like I got the emojis pretty point on for this because it's a super spicy series. I'm pretty sure it's based like on a ski lodge or like a skiing thing going on from what I've heard, and then obviously the heart because it's like a romance and stuff. I don't know, I felt like I got it pretty on point. And then the book on the right, we have the American flag, the pizza emoji, and the house emoji. This is the one that I think I got like spot on, you guys. The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Armas. Tell me I'm wrong. We have the American flag because it has American in the title. We have the pizza because there's a little pizza on the cover. And then the house because it's like supposed to be like roommate / like apartment, you know? I don't know. I feel like I got it pretty on point. But to my surprise, Twisted Hate actually won with 58% with American Roommate Experiment at 42%. This one surprised me, and when I kept looking back at the polls, it kept jumping. So sometimes American Roommate Experiment was winning and then other times this book was winning. This one was a close one at one point, but then obviously this one took a major lead. I actually did start this 2 months ago and then I just ended up putting it back down. I wasn't really vibing with it because the couple in this book that it kind of focuses, I never really was a fan of them in the other two books of the Twisted series, so I'm just kind of pushing this one off, but I feel like it could get really good, and a lot of you guys say that this is your favorite one out of the series. I just have to give it a try, and now that it's on my TBR, I'm definitely more interested in picking it up. Hopefully it will be good, but this is our fourth book for our TBR. Also, let me know down below how many books out of the stories you guys guessed right. I don't know. I feel like it could be a fun little game. So this one, I don't really know if the emojis make sense. On the photo on the left, we have the skull, a party emoji, and a question mark. And that book was A Death at the Party by Amy Stewart. I don't know, like the death because it's a death. The party emoji because it's like based around a party. The mystery because it's a mystery, like a murder mystery. So this was on my TBR in September, I'm pretty sure, and I just never got around to reading it. So I wanted to add this one on my TBR for this month. And then the second book had a knife, a black heart, and a girl emoji. And that was none other than Final Girls by Riley Sager. Ooh! Riley Sager is one of my favorite authors right now, and I don't know, like these kind of look like knife marks. The black heart just because I figured this book was gonna be dark and I didn't know what other emoji to put, and then the girl because Final Girls. I don't know, that one kind of could be confusing. I don't know if I would guess that if I was on your guys' end, but whatevs. But the one that did end up winning was Final Girls with 64% to the other one being 36%. I'm not that surprised if you guys would have known the titles, but you guys didn't even know the titles, so that really surprised me, to be honest. But I mean, I'm not complaining because I would much rather read this one. Sorry, A Death at the Party. Maybe I'll get to you next time, but I love Riley Sager so much. Like every single time I read one of his books, I'm just so speechless. And I feel like after I finish it, I'm like, wow, he got me again, you know? So I don't know. This book seems crazy as well. It's one of his best sellers and I've explained it to you guys a few times on my channel, so I won't get into it, but I'm just so excited. And with everything I've heard, this is a lot of people's favorite books by him, besides like The House Across the Lake. I feel like those are like his two main sellers. I'm so excited. This is gonna be our 5th pick for our TBR already. The next photo I showed you guys was kind of confusing, so I don't blame you if you guys like had no clue what the books were underneath. But the first one that I showed was like a dog emoji with the box emoji with, I think that's a protractor. No, not a protractor. Like something that they use in construction. I feel so uneducated. I don't even know what that is. A ruler? Probably a ruler. I don't know. But that book was Maggie Moves On by Lucy Score. The emojis honestly looked pretty cute together because like there's a little dog on the cover, there's the moving boxes, and then I just put that tool in there because it is based on like home renovation and stuff like that. So I thought maybe it could all coordinate. I don't know. And then the second photo was the snake emoji, the outlined person emoji, and then the white heart. These ones were also completely random, but it was There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark. This is a duet. The emojis were just kind of random because there's like a snake on the cover. The person was just a random one. I didn't know what other emoji to put in it, but I was trying to like make it seem like a dark person because it's based on like a dark romance. The white heart just because the cover is white and I didn't know what other emoji to add. So this one also extremely shocked me because There Are No Saints won with 54% to the other one with 46%. So I was kind of praying for Maggie Moves On to win, but you know what? I've been dying to read this. I'm pretty sure I also put this on my TBR like 3 times and still have not read it. My best friend Lily will definitely be happy to hear that I'm putting this on my TBR this month, and she'll probably try to convince me to read it. We can only hope, but I think it's gonna be super, super cool. Whoa, the chapter covers are so freaking cool. I love that. But yeah, all I know about this book is that it's supposed to be like a darker romance and kind of remind you of like the Mindfuck series. And I'm here for that, you know? This will be our 6th pick for our February TBR. And maybe next time I'll get to read Maggie Moves On. And our last final photo. This one was close throughout the whole poll. So on the left, we have the kissy face emoji, the tree emoji, and kind of like the city. And that book was Bad Reputation by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This is a duet. That is why it is literally like 800 pages because there's 2 books in one. But a funny story really quickly is that I did not know what emojis to put for this like at all. And I texted my best friend Lily because she read this book before me and she loved it. But I was like, Lily, I need your help. Like what emojis would you say that like represents this book? Like help me, help me. And she actually gave me this combination. So thank you, Lily, love you. This one was kind of cool because like the kissy face is obviously like the romance portion. And then the tree was because our main character's name is Willow and it's like supposed to be like a willow tree. I thought that was so cute. And then the city because obviously that's a cute little story. And then the photo on the right was a hockey stick, a teacher, and the pink heart emoji. And that was Consider Me by Becca Mack. I know I literally just got this book, you guys, like a few days ago, but I've been wanting to read it ever since I picked it up. Like I didn't even know about this, and as soon as I saw it and read the back, I'm now obsessed with it, and it is starting a new series. So I don't know if it's the best idea, but the hockey sticks were for the sports romance because it's obviously a hockey romance, and the teacher because our love interest, she is a teacher, and then the heart emoji just because it's a romance and I didn't know what other emoji to put. But with the poll being super, super close, Bad Reputation actually won with 53% to the other one being 47%. This one was going back and forth all day yesterday, guys, and I was on the edge of my seat because obviously I really, really want to read this, but I also really, really want to read this. So I wasn't mad about either one of them winning, but I was just on the edge of my seat because I was like, what one's gonna end up winning? So we are gonna read Bad Reputation this month, and I'm kind of nervous because this book is 800 pages long. I'm a pretty slow reader. But you know what? We're stepping out of our comfort zone in 2024, and I'm trying to pick up longer books. Normally I avoid them, and that's maybe probably why I haven't read this yet still, but you know what? It's fine, and I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it. So I don't know what this is really about, to be honest. I kind of want to just go into it because it's an author I know I absolutely love and adore. I don't need to know what it's about. I just kind of want to jump into it and stuff. So let me know if you guys have read this book or like heard of it. I know it's not as popular as Krista and Becca Ritchie's other books. Let me know if you guys have read it and your thoughts on it if you did. But that is our February TBR that you guys helped me choose. I absolutely loved this idea, and you guys have to let me know if you want this to become a regular thing because thanks to Sarah Caroli, this idea was so fun, and I love engaging you guys like in my TBRs. It kind of makes me feel like you guys are choosing them for me in a way, even though you don't know what books you're actually choosing. That's the fun of it, right? But for a little recap of all the books we're reading in February, hopefully, we have Twisted Hate by Anna Huang. Kind of nervous about this one and iffy on it, but you know what? Maybe it will surprise me. Atomic Habits by James Clear. Definitely a book that I've been needing to get around to, so it's definitely going to be a book worth reading for sure. I already know I'm going to learn a lot from it, and I'm planning on taking notes and stuff for it, which I'll probably share with my Patreons. Hot House Flower by Krista and Becca Ritchie. My most exciting book on this TBR, I'm telling you guys. A second Krista and Becca Ritchie book in the same month. How lucky am I? Bad Reputation. I'm so excited if I get around to it to read this. Even though I don't know if I can read this now, because if it connects to the Addicted series, I want to wait. So I'll have to do a little bit more research in it, but hopefully I'll be able to read it. There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark. Questionable, but you know what? Could be fast read because it's not too long, hopefully. Final Girls by Riley Sager. Also a really anticipated read for me. I'm just so excited to get my mind absolutely boggled. And lastly, Romantic Comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld. Definitely a book that's out of my comfort zone and one that I've been pushing off to pick up, but I am truly excited to get into it, and hopefully I'll like it more than the booktubers I watch because I feel like it has potential. It could be good. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff you guys know how to do. Once again, let me know if you guys like this idea and you guys maybe possibly want it next month. I'm always looking for new TBR ideas because I've been doing the TBR jar for so long. So let me know if you guys have any other ideas or want this one again. I'd love, 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 love to hear your opinions. I always love taking advice from you guys or ideas. So make sure you guys let me know down there. And while you're down there, also check out my Patreon to join my Patreon family because they get to see so many behind the scenes. They have my book club over there, which we are picking our book for February very, very soon. So if you guys want to get in on that this month, make sure you guys check that link so you guys don't miss out on that. But other than that, I really hope you guys are having an amazing, wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Why did it have to spill all over me? Still good though. Looks like I peed my pants now. She started this idea. Hello? Right? Yeah, I guess. February, holy shit. Yeah, it's February. Brain fart. There's an eyelash in my eyeball. Why do I keep thinking it's like January? We just did January, girl. These are going so fast, you guys. I've been wanting to read this. I've said that about like every single book. Krista and Becca Rich. Ugh. Almost dropped the drink for the second time.